So this is my second version of armor. Wow, it is really flat. I hung it up on a hanger with my costume and apparently it got a little smushed. This armor is really flexible. And I learned from my first one when I put the seam in the back how it got stuck in my wig so terribly. So this one, I put this seam on the edge, which, I mean, you can see a little bit more in photographs, but my hair didn't get stuck in it. So I guess it's kind of like a win-lose for each situation. Even though it was with cheaper materials, it took a little bit longer because of that. But I actually like the look of this duct tape better than my Worbla. So I started off wearing a t-shirt and just started duct taping it up onto my body to keep my form. But as I got to the back and to the sides, I couldn't do it by myself because I have no one to help me. So I ended up putting it on my dress form and continuing to tape around the entire torso where the armor is going to need to be. And make sure to always try it back on and make sure it fits right. Alright, now, don't be distracted by my music videos playing in the background. So I ended up gently stuffing it with some newspaper just so it holds its form and continuing to smooth it out with more duct tape. And the smoother you get it now, the more time it'll save you later. So always using reference photos, I trimmed the duct tape armor down to the right shape, and I'm using an old cereal box for the cardboard to make the collar and just duct taping it to the other armor. And so, to get the armor smooth, I applied a lot of layers of wood glue, wall putty, and spray paint. I did this seriously 6 to 8 times. I did 2 layers of wood glue, a layer of putty, sanded it down, and then I spray painted it, and I did that over and over. When it was to my liking, I added a final layer of matte red spray paint, and then I proceeded to cut it up. So this time I made the opening at the shoulder and the side, and I made it on my left side because I usually pose to my right so you won't see it, and it was easier to get in and out of than splitting up the back. And now for the detail pieces on the front and the back. Again, I am using craft foam. This time I am cutting out darts and I'm using rubber cement to paste them together in the correct shape. And as you can see in the plate in my left hand, the darts get really pointed, but we want to make them smooth like in my right hand. So what you're going to want to do is very gently heat up the foam with a heat gun. Not too much heat or else the foam will melt. And then slowly just roll your fingers over it on a tabletop to smooth out the pointed curves. And for the belly piece, I sandwiched a piece of craft foam between 2 pieces of Worbla, cut it down, and I made the little gap, but just by using a pencil and pushing it into the hot Worbla to create the crease. And I made the 3 circles the same way, 2 go on her shoulders and 1 goes on her belly. So I sandwiched a piece of craft foam between 2 pieces of Worbla. Finally, using some super glue, go ahead and attach all those detail pieces to your main armor. So yeah, the shoulder pads fell off at the convention. It was so hot at Long Beach Comic Con that even my shoes came unglued, like the heel from the manufacturer came unglued from my shoe. That's how hot it was. It was ridiculous. It was worse than July in San Diego. I don't know what was happening. I don't know what's going on in California right now. This heat wave is just insane. I'm ready for fall. Just give me fall weather. I'm sick of this 90 and 100 degree weather. Get out. I'm done. Get out. Get out. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little alteration to keep the shoulder pads on better. The little, what's that thing? I don't know, what is that thing? I made it out of Worbla this time, so it didn't bend and it worked pretty nicely, but it came unglued as well. This heat, I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna be fixing it up. If it's not so hot, this will totally work. Super glue will hold. I don't know what the deal was. So this will work very nicely. It just doesn't hold up in heat, okay? So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Make sure you check out the playlist that I list all the other pieces that I made for the costume, the dress, the bodysuit, the helmet, the armor, the bag, everything is listed in that playlist, so go check it out. But thank you for sticking with me through this tutorial. I really like this armor. I might make armor like this more often, even though it took a really long time. Still, the outcome was really nice, and I like that it's so flexible. So nice that it's so flexible. Okay, enough about this armor. I just like it a lot. So don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye!